Let's see, downloads, Zero Zips, King's Quest 6, guidebook. So this is pretty cool. This is what it looked like. It was actually a really well printed kind of guidebook kind of thing. I thought that was kind of cool. This was all written in character by a character named Derek Karlovagen, who was like supposed to be like a lore keeper of the Kingdom of Daventry, and the it was really cool. Let me show you this. You'll really like this. This is the strategy guide for every single King's Quest. And I got this in 1994, and I've had it ever since. It is one of the biggest strategy guides that I've ever owned. What's really cool about it is that it has all of the game's information in it. This section right here is all of this last portion is just all of the game material. Yeah, I was like 7. I went apeshit over this book. And this was just the strategy portion. That leaves the rest of it. Now, what is all of that, you may ask? If all of the rest of this little part was the actual game stuff with the maps and the scoreboard and like everything else for all the games. It is the storyline of the entire series written in the form of a novel. From the perspective of that Derek Karlovagen guy. And it's just all just like a fan fictioned out version of the games. And yeah, it did have kind of like the art and stuff in it too, so you can get that on there. Like, oh look, there's the land from King's Quest 4, King's Quest 6. It also had like expanded versions of all the spell books and everything in there, and it was a very good read. I just loved the guide. It's part of why I remember so much about the game, is not because of the actual walkthroughs, but because of the story. I did have some of the concept art in it. Like, we'll get to this part pretty soon, which is in the Isle of Sacred Mountain with the Minotaur. I know, right? That'd be amazing. Let's see what I can find if there's the map for KQ6 in here. Yep, there it is. The Land of the Green Isles. Things like that. Oh, King Graham's Rules for Adventuring. If I've learned anything in my life, I have learned this. Pick up anything that is not nailed down. If it is nailed down, look for loose nails and boards. Check carefully into, under, above, below, and behind things. Read everything, you might learn something. Wear clean undergarments. Brush after meals. And always remember, nothing is as it appears. Nothing. Everything is trying to kill you. So, yeah, they really did. Okay, so I gotta find the part about the riddles. Sacred Mountain. The logic cliffs. The first challenge. Let's see. First challenge. Only those pure of heart will be able to rise the cliffs of logic. The third challenge, the Stones of Stealth. Okay, I need the second challenge. Come on. What is the actual puzzle? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think so. Glad someone does. Let's see. A master of languages will... Is it rise again? Well, fuck it. First thing I'm gonna do is save. I can't save. Clever bastards. Well, let's try rise again. R is that weird looking thing with a square. I is the bucket looking thing. S is the kind of squarey looking thing. E is the kind of moon looking thing.
The cliffs cannot be scaled by hand.
No, that wasn't it.
Nothing happens.
Let's save the game. You know what? On a hunch, I think it's sword.
Alexander.
S O. Yeah, that sounds. This from pure memory, I think it's sword.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
S O. Is that it? A. There we go.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Don't misclick. Okay, this one says 4 men standing in a row. Third from the left and down you go. The rest in the order move you on. Youngest, oldest, the second son.
Alexander.
Okay, so that one's deadly. Youngest, the oldest, the second son. And it's the other way around.
Nothing happens. Alexander. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Don't misclick.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Now you may wonder, of course, who in the hell would live up here with such an inaccessible means of entry? The Sacred Floor. The Sacred Floor. Tranquility, Azure, Caterpillar, Air. Tranquility. Which one of these? Okay, D, so that's the tower. Azure. Okay, O. Caterpillar. Squiggly. Air. Maybe this one.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Yeah. Checkpoints. What's a checkpoint? Never heard of it. You die, hope you saved, asshole. This kind of game has been seeing a major resurgence since the advent of touchscreen, because this is the kind of game that is perfect for like iPads and stuff. The company that made all these unfortunately went out of business as a casualty of the 3D game era, because nobody wanted this kind of game anymore. They wanted, you know, the big 3D stuff.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna wait a minute. But they've actually been seeing a major resurgence because of Kickstarter. The people that made these, like the Lori Cole and Roberta Williams, and who's the third woman? There's three women that were in charge of these. Roberta Williams, Lori Cole, and Jane Jensen. She was the Gabriel Knight writer. They did a Kickstarter to try and make more games like this, and it did incredibly well. Then Ron Gilbert, the guy who did the Monkey Island games, another series like this that was all humor, he did one as well. Did amazing. It's going to be released soon. Basically, just a lot of love being shown for all the old Sierra games, because these were the defining games. Like all Sierra used to be the Activision of the 80s and 90s.
Strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Ascend. A S C E N D.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because what a lot of people don't realize is that one of the biggest video game companies, like of the PC era, Sierra, was a primarily female-driven endeavor. That's why the writing is so solid. Alright, here we are.